So if you're looking for the baseball game, go to the GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. Click on that live stream. But right here, you are on the softball live stream. So we are just about set to go. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Saluqis from Southwest Tennessee Community College. Leading off, the shortstop, Natalie Faulkner. Batting second at second base, Jordan Wilson. Hitting third, the catcher, Addison Pfeiffer. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Juliana Simmons. Hitting fifth for the Saluqis, the center fielder, Brianna Halsey. Batting sixth, the pitcher, Carly Riddick. Hitting seventh, the third baseman, Bella Crook. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Emma Fair. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Stephanie Johnson. Motlow Athletic Director Ross Chandler introducing the Bucks. And now we will have our national anthem. So let's play ball here at Motlow State Community College. The Bucks and the Saluqis squaring off in a doubleheader. Excited to be here. I appreciate the opportunity. From Jay Harper on the Game Time Sports Network. He's all over the place calling games, fishing tournaments. Jay Harper gets it done. And again, I appreciate the opportunity. Welcome in the folks from Southwest Tennessee, West Tennessee, Memphis. Long trip here to Motlow State, nestled in between Tullahoma and Lynchburg, Tennessee, just miles from Jack Daniel Distillery. As the Saluqis give you the starting lineup for Motlow. Leading off, number 19, Anna Wood, the shortstop. Batting second, Emma Owens, the center fielder. Hitting third, Lily Brown in right field. Batting cleanup, Morgan Osborne at second base. Hitting fifth, Anna Owens at third. Batting sixth, Kaylin O'Neill in left field. Hitting seventh, Shorty Robinson at first base. Batting eighth, Matea Ciramella, the designated player. And there's a line drive into right field. That is a base hit for Southwest Tennessee's Natalie Faulkner. And Faulkner slides into second base with a leadoff double. So Southwest Tennessee leads off with a double for Faulkner, and this is Jordan Wilson, the second baseman. Against Motlow lefty Haley Cartwright in the circle for the Lady Bucks. Pitch to the left-hander, from lefty to lefty. So we don't have a working scoreboard. So I'm going to have to keep this count in my head, and I do not have it right now. There's a high pop into left field, base hit, just between the shortstop and the left fielder. So Southwest Tennessee active early here with the bats. They have runners on first and second for the catcher, Addison Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, the catcher, steps back in there with a 1-0 count. Called strike. So we're in the top of the first. No score. 1 ball and 1 strike. No outs. Runners on first and third. Line drive, foul. Foul over the third base line. Runners on the corners, nobody out for Saluqis Pfeiffer. There's a high pop back this way. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. There's a ground ball to short, could be 2. Just throw to first in time. The run scores. And Southwest Tennessee gets an RBI ground out from Addison Pfeiffer, and the Saluqis are on the scoreboard. Runner at second, 1 out. Cleanup batter Juliana Simmons, first baseman. Simmons, a right-handed batter, powers it into left center field. That ball is up against the fence. A run will score, and Simmons has a stand-up double. Southwest has plated 2 here in the top of the first and has a runner on second with 1 out. So Motlow's going to have a conversation. Coach Janice Morey talking with her pitcher, Haley Cartwright. She's given up a couple of runs here in the top of the first. And the Bucks and Saluqis both, they're about tied near the bottom of the TCC-AA standings. So both teams fighting for playoff, position, tournament position. I don't know exactly how the CCAA is doing its tournament today. This year. It seems to change a lot in whether they have playing games or whether they don't invite the bottom 4 teams and this and that. There's 11 teams in the conference now, so an uneven number changes things, and we'll get that information to you as we close in on the tournament. Right now, though, Motlow in a hole 2-0 to Southwest Tennessee. 1 out, ground ball, third base. Throw to first in time. Runner goes to third. She is safe. So 2 outs, but the runner moves to third. And that brings up Brianna Hulsey, the center fielder. No, we're at Carly Riddick. I missed a batter somewhere, but we'll catch up. Carly Riddick, the pitcher, wearing number 12. Runner on third, 2 down, line drive, base hit, right field. So Riddick helps herself with an RBI single. Now the Saluqis have a runner on first, and they lead Motlow 3-0 as Bella Crook, the third baseman, bats for the Saluqis. They had a long trip, either yesterday or this morning. Ground ball, shortstop, tough play, can't be made. I would score that a hit. I don't think that, I'm not sure that Wood could have made that long throw, perhaps, but either way, we don't have to officially score this game, so we're good. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. That brings up Bella Crook. I'm sorry, Emma Fair. I'll get this right. They're going too fast for me. I haven't had enough caffeine on a Saturday early afternoon. Cartwright's pitch, missed. Well, Fair with a chance to blow this thing wide open. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Southwest leads 3-0. Top of the first. Fouled back. 2-1. Beautiful Saturday here in Moore County, Tennessee. Cartwright's pitch. Missed. 3-1. 3-1 the count on Emma Fair. Inside and high. And Fair draws a walk. So the bases are loaded now for Stephanie Johnson, the left fielder. Johnson, the 9th batter in the inning for Southwest Tennessee. And they've plated 3 with the bases loaded. 2 down. There's a high pop, out of play. 0-1, the count on Johnson. Only running a single camera for this broadcast, as Jay is using multiple cameras over on the baseball broadcast. And I would encourage you maybe go back and forth a little bit, see what the Game Time Sports Network is doing here at Motlow State, covering the Bucks. A lot of Cleveland State activity on the Game Time Sports Network, fishing tournaments. Jay's everywhere. Cartwright's pitch missed. No, it caught the corner. So called strike 3. So that'll do it. Southwest Tennessee leaves the bases loaded And we move to the bottom of the first. Southwest leads Motlow 3-0 on the Game Time Sports Network. Trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. The Motlow Bucks come to bat. Leading off is Anna Wood, the shortstop. Number 19, Wood, left-handed batter, against Southwest right-hander Carly Riddick. Riddick starts Wood off on the outside corner, strike one. Wood, foul ball. 0-2. So Southwest with a minor meeting on the mound. With an 0-2 count on Wood. Riddick misses. 1-2. Motlow needs offense early here to stay with the Saluqis. There's a high pop out of play. Goes in the Motlow bullpen. So Wood steps back in with a 1-2 count. Ground ball, base hit, center field. Anna Wood leads off for Motlow with a base hit. She's at first base for Emma Owens, the center fielder. Good looking Motlow uniforms today. I like the pinstripes, the high yellow socks. Owens squares the bunt. Didn't like it, but offered at it. Strike one. Riddick caught the corner. 0-2, so Riddick starting off at least, getting ahead of hitters. Wood solidly singled. Ahead of Owens, way outside, trying to get her to fish. 1-2. Trying to get her to go fishing, but the bait wasn't tempting. So Owens with a 1-2 count, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and Riddick records her first strikeout of the afternoon, bringing up Lily Brown, the right fielder. One out, runner on first for the Bucks. So hit and run, a high foul ball that is out of play. So Wood returns to first. Motlow had the hit and run on with Lily Brown. She fouled it away. Brown, tall, athletic looking player. Again, the hit and run was on, and again, Brown fouls it back. So 0-2 on Lily. Wood still at first. Wood fouls it back. Motlow trying to generate offense. 3 consecutive hit and run calls. And Brown has fouled them all back. So she's making contact. Trying to level it out. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Riddick. And now it's up to Morgan Osborne, the second baseman and cleanup batter. If Motlow is going to at least partially answer Southwest Tennessee's 3 first-inning runs. Ball gets away. Motlow's Wood goes to second and then just keeps on going right to third base. So just like that on a wild pitch, pass ball, score it how you want. Motlow has a runner at third with 2 outs here in the first inning. 1 would be nice for the Bucks. At least start scratching their way back. Missed outside. 2-0 on Osborne. Cleanup hitter. There's a little flare in center field. Base hit. Falls in, and Motlow's got a run as Osborne just barely cleared the second baseman just in front of the center fielder. Hey, it doesn't matter how it lands as long as it lands on the ground, right? Osborne with an RBI. Southwest leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. This is Anna Owens, second baseman. Back to Riddick, throw to first. And that's it for Motlow in the first, but the Bucks score a run. Southwest leads 3-1, headed to the second. So Southwest Tennessee leads Motlow 3-1 as we move to the top of the second inning. And the Saluqis batted around in the first. So Natalie Faulkner, the shortstop and leadoff hitter, leads off here in the second for the Saluqis against Motlow left-hander Haley Cartwright. Fouled away. So Cartwright gets ahead of Faulkner, 0-1. Cartwright misses high. 1-1. Fouled out of play again. Cartwright back ahead of Faulkner. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Southwest Tennessee's leadoff hitter, Anna Wood. Wood doubled to lead the game off in the first inning and scored the first run. And she lines it to right field, but it is foul. 2-2. We've got, I don't know, there might be 100 people scattered around different places. Some are out in right field outside the fence there. Some are in the stands here. Others finding shade somewhere. The sun moves around here during the course of a day, an afternoon. Of course it does, everywhere. What a stupid thing to say. But that means the shadows move, and so people kind of follow the shadows from one side of the press box to the other, and I can't see those folks is the point. 3-2 count on Faulkner. Ground ball third. Good stop, good throw. One down here in the top of the second. Much better start for Motlow here in the second inning than the first. And Emma Owens, the center fielder, steps in. Owens ripped the single and scored the second run. Cartwright, see if she can get ahead again. High pop, could be playable, third base. Just out of play. 0-1, so Cartwright ahead of Owens. I'm sorry, of Wilson, Jordan Wilson, second baseman. High pop, first base, should be playable. Second calls first off and makes the catch. Nice communication between Osborne and Robinson. 2 quick outs here in the second inning for Southwest. But Addison Pfeiffer, the catcher, steps in, and she ripped a long ball. Not a home run. I think she's the one that hit it to the fence. Southwest Tennessee jumped on Haley Cartwright in the first. Cartwright fighting back here in the second. Inside, ball one. Breaking ball. Missed a little high. 1-1. Simmons checks her swing. Appeal to first. He says nope. Didn't go. So 3-0 the count on Addison Pfeiffer. Cartwright, 2 quick outs here in the second. But falls behind Pfeiffer. Offers a little off-speed pitch, and Pfeiffer, big cut, but missed it. 3-1. Don't often see batters get the hit sign on 3-0, but I like it. You're going to get a strike most of the time. 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. He's fixing to punch her out, and then he remembered, oh, that's just 2. So 3-2 count, 2 down, nobody on. Top of the second. There's a ground ball. Third base. Good stop. Good throw. 3 up and 3 down for Motlow here in the top of the second, I should say, for Southwest. We move to the bottom of the inning. Southwest leads Motlow 3-1 here on the Game Time Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning here at Motlow State Community College. Southwest Tennessee Saluqis lead the Motlow Bucks 3-1. You're watching the Game Time Sports Network. I'm Scott Shasteen. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Leading off for Motlow in the bottom of the second is number 6, Kaylin O'Neill, the left fielder. O'Neill fouls it away, strike one. Swing and a miss. And Riddick is quickly ahead of Kaylin O'Neill, 0-2. O'Neill chokes up, left-handed batter. Trying to make contact. There it is, shortstop. She blew it. Went right through her glove. And O'Neill reaches on an error. That's an E6 for Southwest Tennessee, but Motlow doesn't care. Get on base however you can. Runner on first, nobody out. For number 4, Shorty Robinson, first baseman. So Riddick, the runner on first, nobody out. Square into bunt, throw down to second in time. Safe. Oh, my goodness. O'Neill slid around the tag. No argument from Southwest Tennessee. And so O'Neill still second because they had her. I mean, the throw was there in time. Great job by O'Neill avoiding that tag. And now a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Pitch is low, ball. So 1-0 on Robinson. Now, what was the first pitch? 2-0. Yeah, first pitch was a ball. 2-0 on Shorty. Good pitch inside corner, 2-1. Two-one pitch, ground ball back to the pitcher. Turns and throws to first. So it's a ground out for Robinson, but she advances the runner to third with one out. So with the runner at third and one out, Motlow sends up the designated player, Matea Ciramella. Ciramella, tall right-handed batter. Strike one. Ciramella. 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 Beautiful name. Squares to bunt, fouls it away. 0-2 the count on Ciramella. One out. Motlow with a runner on third. Need to get her home this inning. Southwest scored 3 runs in the top of the first. Motlow answered with 1 in the bottom of the inning. We're now in the bottom of the second. Bucks trying to pull within 1. Outside. As Riddick misses, 1-2. Need a big one-out hit from Ciramella. Fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Ciramella staying alive. Battling with Riddick here in the second inning. Scheduled to play 14 today. Doubleheader, 2 7-inning games against these, between these TCCAA rivals. Ground ball, shortstop. Throw to first in time, but Motlow scores the run. As the slide was a little bit awkward there for O'Neill. On the ground out, RBI for Ciramella. That brings up McKenna King, the catcher. Left-handed batter, nobody on, 2 outs. 3-2 game now, Southwest leads. Good job by Motlow to chip away here early and not let this thing get away. I like the fight back. Ground ball to first, foul. That thing was twisting, had quite the spin on it. As King, the number 9 hitter in Motlow's batting order, trying to start a 2-out rally. There's a ground ball, the pitcher. Well played. Pitch to first. And that's all for Motlow here in the bottom of the second. But the Bucks add a run. Southwest 3, Motlow 2, headed to the third. You're watching the Game Time Sports Network. We move to the top of the third inning at Motlow State. Leading off for the Saluqis is the cleanup hitter, number 20, Juliana Simmons, the first baseman. (3-2) Southwest. On the season, Motlow is 6-29 overall. There's a line drive, base hit, just over the second baseman's head. So a leadoff single for Juliana Simmons, bringing up Brianna Halsey, the center fielder. Motlow 5-17, and the conference, the Bucks have lost 4 straight. They're 1-12 at home, 4-14 away, and 1-3 in neutral games. They split their last doubleheader with Jackson State, winning 2-0. And then falling 11-9. There's a short ground ball. Good play at third, throw not in time. She just beat that one out. No error there by Owens. She did a great job, but excellent speed there by Halsey. Puts her at first base. With nobody out here in the third. Brings up the pitcher, Riddick. Riddick pops it up. Should be playable. Caught by Motlow's Shorty Robinson. So 1 out. Runner advances to second. Brings up Bella Crook, third baseman. She pops it up. High drive, left center field. That ball is up against the wall. Southwest will score 1 run. Southwest throw to home, not in time, 2 runs, and then thrown out at third is Bella Crook. So 2 outs, but Southwest gets a 2 RBI double, a 2-run double from Crook, and the Saluqis lead 5-2. Emma Fair, the right fielder, bats, nobody on, 2 down. Big hit by Southwest there. Rebuild their lead back to 3 runs here in the top of the third. Motlow coached by Janice Morey. Been here quite a while, 15 years maybe. Second longest. Well, she may have a longer tenure than Coach Barfield had now. I'm not sure. Fouled back. Of course, Motlow had a slow pitch softball team back in the early 80s. But then fast pitch came along in the mid-90s. Motlow brought back a softball program. And after a couple of years, Gary Barfield took over, built a powerhouse here at Motlow. Went to the national tournament in 2009, winning the TCCAA tournament championship. There's a line drive base hit, right field for Emma Fair. So with 2 outs, Southwest puts a runner at first for Stephanie Johnson, the left fielder. Five to 2, Saluqis, 2 outs. Runner at first. After Coach Barfield, Tori Raby Gentry, Motlow's coach for a few years and also athletic director. And then Coach Morey joined the Motlow staff as head coach about 15 years ago. I was Motlow athletic director for a couple of years and worked with Coach Morey closely. Excellent, excellent person, teacher, role model, coach. Runner on first, 2 outs. Cartwright's pitch lined foul. Just foul. Good rip by Johnson of Southwest. Just missed a double, which might have scored a run. It's imperative now that Motlow's Haley Cartwright shut this down here in the 3rd inning after Southwest has added 2. High, 1 and 2. Some cloud cover giving the patrons a break from the bearing sun. There's a high pop. It's trouble. Center field. Great running catch for Motlow State by Emma Owens. But Southwest adds 2 here in the top of the 3rd. And they lead Motlow 5 to 2 on the Game Time Sports Network. Top of the order for Motlow here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Anna Wood leading off. Wood singled in the 1st. The pitch from Carly Riddick is high, ball 1. Southwest Tennessee on the season, 17 and 29 overall. Fouled away, 1 and 1. In the conference, Southwest and Motlow, the exact same record, 5-17. The Saluqis have lost 7 in a row. They are 9-11 at home, 7-15 away, 1-3 out of neutral field. Oh, pitch inside, hits Wood, and Motlow's got a leadoff runner. Almost hit her on the previous pitch. Did Riddick, plucked her that time. And a base runner with nobody out for Emma Owens, the center fielder. 5-2 Saluqis. Bottom of the third. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. Gets away. So a stolen base for Anna Wood. And she's at second base now with nobody out in scoring position for Owens. Runner in scoring position for the Bucks here in the bottom of the third. Emma Owens. Watches a high one. 2-0 the count. It's kind of difficult to make out in our camera shot. In fact, you can hardly see it. But this field has a green monster. In the left field, the Traders Bank green monster. Got that put in when I was AD. Made a little money. It's a little worn now. That was 5 years ago. No, that was 10 years ago. That was a long time ago. 3-2 pitch. Runner on second. Nobody out. Squares to bunt. Strike called. Throw down to third. Gets away from the third baseman, and Motlow will score on an error by Southwest Tennessee. Despite the call, the Bucks get a run, and I guess she fouled it away. 3-2. No, couldn't have. Yeah, because there was a throw down to third, and that's where the mistake was made. So Motlow trails 5-3. Ground ball is short. Throw to first in time. There's one out here in the third for Lily Brown, right fielder. Swing and a miss by Brown, 0-1. Riddick in the circle for the Saluqis. Missed outside. 1-1. Inside. 2-1. Squares to bunt, pops it up. Oh, beautiful bunt. No chance for Riddick to make that play. Great bunt by Lily Brown, and she has a base hit at first. With one out, cleanup hitter Morgan Osborne, second baseman. Squares to bunt. There goes the runner. No chance. Stolen base for Motlow's Lily Brown. They know they can run on Addison Pfeiffer. So Motlow taking advantage of that. Brown in scoring position with one out for the cleanup batter, Morgan Osborne. So we've got a brief timeout here. Now we're ready to go. 0-1 the count on Osborne. That pitch was a strike. Another good pitch from Riddick, 0-2. Anna Owens on deck. Have Emma and Anna. Squares to bunt. Now pulls it back. Fastball grounder to first. bobbled at first, but picked up in time. Runner advances to third. So 2 outs and a runner at third now for Motlow. Small ball is the name of the game. And it will be up to Anna Owens, the third baseman, to get Lily Brown home. 5-3 Saluqis, bottom of the third. Way outside, back to the backstop. Here comes Brown. She's safe. So a wild pitch scores run number 4 for the Motlow Bucks, and they cut Southwest Tennessee's lead to 1 here in the third. Owens trying to keep it going with 2 outs now, nobody on. Great job by Lily Brown to just circle those bases. You just can't replace speed. Speed's a great thing in any sport. Nice pitch from Riddick, just a little high. Outside. Riddick delivers. Missed ball 4. Motlow's got another base runner with 2 outs here. Bringing up Kaylin O'Neill, the left fielder. Southwest Tennessee wants a conference. Catcher telling all her infielders, stay away. Just me and it's just Riddick and Pfeiffer here in the circle. Pfeiffer reminding her pitcher, we still got a lead. We're good. 2 outs. Let's just get this batter. Kaylin O'Neill. Riddick catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Foul back this way. Well, if there wasn't a net, it would have been in my lap, put it that way. I flinched, and the net is 30 feet away from me. 0-2. Just missed the outside corner. Shorty Robinson on deck for Motlow. O'Neill trying to keep a rally going here with 2 outs. Bucks have scored 2 here in the third. Ground ball, short one to first. It's a fair ball. It's a fair ball. He's looking for the home plate umpire to call fair or foul. It was grabbed in foul territory by the first baseman. She missed the tag, but now it's ruled a foul ball. So O'Neill, it's a tough break right there. She had a hit. She knows it. Because that ball was picked up right before it hit the line. I thought. Evidently not. Pitch, line drive, caught by the shortstop. So that does it for Motlow in the bottom of the third. However, the Bucks add 2, and we move to the fourth with Southwest leading Motlow 5-4. This is the Game Time Sports Network. The Bucks have pulled within one of the Saluqis, and Motlow has a new pitcher, and that pitcher is Samora Brown. Samora Brown replaces Cartwright in the circle for the Motlow Bucks. Brown, a right-hander. And Southwest first batter, base hit. And that was Natalie Faulkner, the leadoff hitter for Southwest. Here in the top of the fourth, first pitch from new pitcher Samora Brown, and it's a base hit. Brown had been warming up in the Motlow bullpen for much of the game, so she comes in here in the fourth, greeted with a single. Good pitch, strike to Jordan Wilson, left-handed second baseman, at least left-handed batting second baseman. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. Beautiful throw. She got her. What a throw by Motlow's catcher, McKenna King. And there is one out here in the fourth inning. Beautiful, beautiful throw. Just nailed it right at the corner of the bag. And the runner had no chance. So Faulkner thrown out. Counts 0-2 on Wilson. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for new Motlow pitcher Samora Brown, her first. Two down here in the top of the fourth. Addison Pfeiffer steps in for the Saluqis. Motlow shifts its outfield just a little bit. Pitch from Brown, low, ball one. Brown. Nice pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to Pfeiffer with Simmons on deck for the Saluqis, but 2 down here in the fourth. Inside. 2-1. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brown 1 pitch away from a 3-up, 3-down inning, which neither team has had until Southwest last inning. Motlow scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Brown's pitch is low. Full count. Base is empty. 2 down. To the number 3 hitter, the catcher, Addison Pfeiffer. Brown just missed, a little high. Pfeiffer's on first with 2 outs. For Simmons, Juliana Simmons. Cleanup hitter for the Saluqis. Really athletic looking player. Let's see if Brown can force maybe a ground ball to second or short. Get a force play here for Motlow. Get out of this fourth inning. It's a ground ball to third, gets just past the third baseman, so base hit for Simmons. Runners on first and second for Brianna Holsey, center fielder. Brown still okay. Brown's pitch, called strike one. Halsey, center fielder. Southwest Tennessee in the red and white and blue. Motlow today in black uniforms with green and gold trim, mostly gold. I like the look. One ball, one strike. Foul ball, 1-2. Brown works considerably slower than Cartwright. Different pitchers have different paces. Brown waits for the call, gets the call. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, big strikeout for Samora Brown, and she comes in and does a great job as Southwest strands two here in the top of the fourth. Motlow coming to bat. This is the Game Time Sports Network. Well, I've lost my camera here in the bottom of the fourth inning. I apologize for that. We'll keep bringing you audio. As Motlow trails 5-4. Try to figure this out here. This came out of nowhere. Throw to first, not in time. And Motlow's leadoff batter, Shorty Robinson, has a single here in the bottom of the fourth. Just have to check all my connections here. See if I can troubleshoot a little bit. Continue to bring you the action audio-wise. Camera's working great. It's just no longer connected, seemingly, to my